You know, it's pieces of media like K-pop Demon Hunters that, as a Korean person, remind me how good it feels to have parts of your cultural background shouted out while being incorporated into a larger piece of work with mass audience appeal. Like, yeah, we can make cool stuff too, and we can make it our own. It's especially the minor details for authenticity that I appreciate, like bowing to show respect, bathhouse culture, kimbap, this outfit hairstyle combo that apparently every single old Korean lady is government issued. I'm not even joking, this looks exactly like my harmony. Basically, I had a lot of Leo pointing moments while watching this. However, that is, of course, but a sprinkling of seasoning on the bibimbap that is this expert mix of dynamic animation, banging original music, fantastical high-stakes action, and just plain hanging out with the characters moments. But before I continue saying good things about this movie, let's take a second to nitpick the plot, because although this movie is awesome, it's also a little stupid. And pointing out stupid things in movies is way more fun than being earnest. Are there only demons in Seoul, or what? Because from what we see in the movie, the hunters are just regular people with no magical form of long-distance travel who have to physically engage in hand-to-hand combat with demons to send them back to the demon place. So if there's someone about to get their soul sucked out by a demon in, like, Switzerland, or hell, even just the next town over, are they just fucked? Seems like you should employ more than 3 people for this job. You know, like how Blue Man Group is actually a bunch of guys, but they all look similar enough in the makeup that they can be switched out for different shows? Blue Man Group Demon Hunters win. How does the Hunmoon work exactly? According to the opening lore dump, the original trio of demon hunters forged the Hunmoon out of people's souls to keep demons out of the mortal realm. When it's blue, the mortal realm is like mostly protected, but demons can still get through left and right. And so the stated goal of the hunters in this movie is to level it up to the golden Hunmoon. And they do this by crossing some arbitrary threshold of popularity, I think. What I don't get, though, is why that actually matters. The goldenness of the Hunmoon is obviously not permanent, or else there wouldn't have to be new hunters appointed every generation. So why is achieving the golden Hunmoon so critical right now? How does the Hunmoon decide when it's time to ungolden? If either way, the hunters have to be vigilant at all times because it could turn ungold at any moment. It seems kind of like a pointless pursuit, doesn't it? Wait, hold on. I just realized that Celine, who's Huntrix's mentor, and this isn't in the script, I'm just realizing this. Celine was one of the previous group of hunters. So did they just do a shit-ass job of Hunmooning and then say, well, it's your problem now? Like, she's there still. She's still there. Do something, bitch. But hey, what do I know? Right? The liar reveal trope. I don't really think this is a spoiler because this is established in the first, 10 minutes and it's so predictable, but just in case, 3, 2, 1. So Rumi is secretly part demon, but hasn't told her friends for obvious reasons. She's also apparently never worn anything with short sleeves in front of her friends because that would give away her purple arm tattoo thing. This leads to scene after scene of us just waiting for the truth to come out and incite the third act breakup because we know it will. It's low-key kind of aggravating when Mira confronts Rumi for the 14th time, like, what are you not fucking telling us? And Rumi's like, hey, what's over there? I find that the liar reveal trope works best when the liar themselves is the one to confess. Like when Linguini confesses to the other chefs that he can't cook. Otherwise, it's much less shocking when it happens, even if we don't know how it happens. Now this stuff got me going enough to dedicate most of the video to it, but there's a big reason why I largely didn't give a shit about these lapses in writing while I was actually watching the movie. It's K-pop Demon Hunters. I do love it when the movie explains the premise in the title. It's a fundamentally intriguing concept clearly intended to get us through the door. It sold me pretty quickly on liking this energetic band of characters, and the villains being a competing boy band of absurdly hot guys is just hilarious. And past that, I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't have cared if it was a dumb movie that made no sense. As long as I got to see demons getting punched with K-pop playing in the background, you're getting a minimum 6 out of 10. But the huge cultural moment this movie is having isn't just because of its music, flashy visuals, and wacky premise, but because it knows how to tell a story. Although it's mostly because of the first three things. Let's be for real. K-pop Demon Hunters is a tale of breaking past preconceived ideals and how refusing to change often causes worse problems than you think doing so will cause. And that's pretty darn valuable. I'm giving K-pop Demon Hunters an 8 out of 10. Again, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't largely because my requirements for entertainment are that of a newborn kitten. It looks really cool. Golden has been stuck in my head for days. The Saja boys are fucking hot. And the hunters are badass as fuck while still being a bit silly.
Couch.
I'm obsessed. But sewing together a solid foundation of a story for all these disparate elements is no small accomplishment. Anyway, if this video gets 1 like, I'll do a Genu cosplay. See ya!